everyone, this is Jeff with megamixing.com. Today I'm going to be talking about automating effects on an auxiliary channel, automating effects on an aux channel. Right here I have a guitar track, and this guitar track is panned 100% to the left. Here's the pan knob, and it's panned 100% to the left. Whenever I'm clicked on a track here, that is the track that we will see down here on the left also. So you can see left electric guitar. And what I want to do first is I want to go ahead and we are going to create a reverb send. Right now you can see this guitar track is its stereo, its signal is being sent out to a stereo track right here. Let's give that a listen. Great. So that's coming out to a stereo track, and you hear it in the left side of your headphone or the left side of your speaker. What I'm going to do is go ahead and create a reverb send. So I click on this box here that says send, and I go down to bus, and you can select any of these numbers, 1 through 32, doesn't matter which one. For our purposes, I will go ahead and choose 20. And as soon as I select that, you'll see that this right side that was the stereo send has now, the stereo output has now changed to bus 20. So that's really convenient that you can see your sends right here on the right side. So what we want to do now is go ahead and in the audio effects section here, click on those arrows, go down to reverb. I'm going to use the Space Designer reverb. This will create a stereo instance of that Space Designer. Go ahead and click on that. And now we have our stereo instance of Space Designer open. Since this is a guitar plugin, I like spring reverbs. So I'm going to come up here to the top. I'm going to click on this drop-down window. We'll go down to large spaces and select a spring reverb, and we'll go with a modern spring. The next thing you want to do on your plugin is make sure that the dry signal, which is the actual guitar you just heard playing, is turned all the way down, and the wet signal, which is the reverb, is turned all the way up. Now, so things don't get confusing, I highly recommend next that we go over and we name this bus that we've just created. As you can see, coming back over here, we mentioned this was bus 20. If you go down to the bottom where it says aux 1, that's just auxiliary 1 track. That's the first auxiliary track that we've made. We double click on that. We're going to name this electric guitar reverb. Now that that has been named, you can see it's electric guitar reverb. If we come back up to where we created this send and we hit the arrow, we click down, you will see that that bus 20 is now called electric guitar reverb. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to what this reverb sounds like on the track. I'm going to press the space bar, which is going to begin playing, or I can come up here and hit the play button. I'm going to press the space bar to begin playing, and I'm going to start adding reverb in over here, and we'll hear it come up in the mix. Okay. Now, if you have headphones on, you will notice that the sound of that reverb is coming up in the left side of your headphone or the left speaker, and you may not want that. And the reason for this is because this reverb send, this reverb bus that we have created is a stereo bus. You can tell this in Logic because of these two circles right here. In order to get this to a mono bus, which is what I want for this instance, so I have a little bit more control over where that reverb is playing, I'm going to click on these two circles, and this is going to change to one circle. And when I do that, you'll watch the Space Designer plugin will flash to black and then come back because it is changing from a stereo instance to a mono instance. Here we go. There it goes, one circle. And to switch it back to stereo, you click it again. It goes back to the two circles. And we're back to one circle. This is now a mono bus Reverb Send. What we're going to do now is we are going to open up our mixer. You can come up to the window tab up here at the top if you want and click on window and go down to open mixer. Personally, I like the key command better, so I just hit the X key on my keyboard and it will open up the mixer. Now at the bottom, what you're going to want to do is go to the reverb bus that you just made and right click on it or control click. And when you right click on it, you're going to have the option to create a track. Now, what I want you to do is when I hit create track, I want you to look up top there because as soon as I hit create track, it's going to put that track in the main window. So I hit create track and right up top there, it went ahead and put a track in our main window, electric guitar reverb. Perfect, just what we wanted. Now that that is done, what we can do is if we're clicked on the electric guitar reverb track, so there's the electric guitar. If we're on the electric guitar reverb track, that's the track that's going to be down here on the left now, since we've clicked on that. What we're going to want to do is open the automation mode. Right now, this automation is not on. We're going to click on the two arrows here, go down to touch, and now, as soon as we hit the space bar or the play button, as soon as we hit that, whatever we do to this track is going to begin writing automation. What I'm going to do is press the A key on my keyboard to open automation mode here in the main window. Now I'm in automation mode. When I go over back to the left side here and go down to the track, here is my pan knob. As I am playing the music, I am going to turn the pan knob. Now, as I'm turning the pan knob left and right, you will see here on the reverb track, right in this area here, you will see the automation begin to be drawn. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Let's go back over to this side here. I'm going to press the space bar to begin playing, and I will begin to draw automation in the reverb track on the right. Okay, so you can see every time I turned this pan knob, it affected what was drawn over here, the automation that was drawn. Pretty cool. So now that that is done, what you want to do immediately is come back over to this touch button that we initiated, and you could do it here, or you can go up here on the actual track itself and do it. But either way, you want to get this out of touch mode. Click on it and go into read. If you leave it in touch mode and you forget about it and you continue to hit the play button and mess around with that track, it is going to write whatever you are doing. And yes, you can undo it, but if you get deep into it, it can become complicated to undo. And sometimes Logic doesn't like to undo a bunch of steps. I found it can tend to skip over a few now and then. So you're better off just putting it into read mode. Now that we're back in read mode, what we're going to do is I'm going to press play, and here's the pan knob right here. And as I press play, watch. Now that it's reading, it's going to read this automation. Watch this pan knob just go follow the drawing. Excellent. Hopefully you got all of that, and I explained it clear enough so that there's no misunderstandings. Oh, and one last thing. Let's just say the reverb isn't where you wanted it in the pan field. You can go ahead and click and highlight a chunk of that reverb and pull it down and make changes that way to manipulate it. Or, as I said, you can just go in and grab one and change it up for one instance. You want that to pan back over to the other side. And, of course, whatever you do there will happen right over there, right on the other side. So everything is working as it should. Let me know again if you have any questions. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe. And if there's anything you would like instruction on outside of this video, let me know in the comments below, and I will certainly give it strong consideration. Thanks so much for watching.